What is going on? I should have found for excited for you today. And today we're gonna have upsets that happen in week 6 in college football. There were quite a few more upsets again in this week in college football. Starting with Utah and UCLA. UCLA with another upset. Last week they upset Washington, and now they upset Utah Utes with the final score 42-32. Prior of this game, UCLA is with 18. Utah is ranked 11th in the nation. Now, after the loss of UCLA, Utah's ranked now 20, and UCLA went up in the rankings to rank number 11. Now, let's get started with the stats in this game. There were quite a bit of stats. So, we have Cameron Rising, who threw 287 yards with 1 interception. And the running game for Utah was phenomenal, 91 yards for Davian Thomas with an average of 5.1 with 1 touchdown. You have Cameron in the quarterback, 59 yards rushing with 4.5 yards with 2 touchdowns. Micah Bernard with 42 yards with an average of 3.8. And Money Parks with 1 carry, no yards. And with the receiving, a lot of passing throughout to different wideouts and tight ends and running backs, it looks like. Right away to pass the ball, but sadly was not enough for Utah as they fall to UCLA 42-32. But UCLA stats. Thomas Robinson had another career day. One was 1 yard shy of 300 yards passing with 4 touchdowns, interception with Zach Kamenat with 198 yards on the ground with the 9 yards average and a touchdown. And then Thomas Robinson always carry the ball for 8 yards, 0.7 is his average with a running touchdown as well. And Logan Laura had a big play with 1 reception with 70 yards and a touchdown. And once again, UCLA passed to have different looks throughout the field, and they made big plays. And I think that's the reason why they won this game. They had bigger plays. They had their make more of an attack on the offensive side and a defensive side. They forced Utah to do a turnover. And yeah, they played well. And the final score was 42-32 UCLA in favor. Now this one, South Carolina and Kentucky. Once again, Kentucky got upset twice now. Back-to-back weeks. Prior to this game, they were ranked 13th in the nation. South Carolina is unranked and stirring to this day. And now the Kentucky Wildcats is now ranked 22 in the nation. They fall 24-14. Let's check out South Carolina's stats. So Spencer Rattler, 177 yards, a touchdown and an interception. And the running game for South Carolina helped them out to win this football game. They had Lord rush 110 yards, 5 yards average, and a rushing touchdown. Brooks with 24 yards in a touchdown. Juju McDowell, Bell, Brown, and Rattler got less than 20 yards on the ground, but that's okay. It was enough for a South Carolina victory, which Kentucky, Sharion has 78 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns and an interception. And their running game was on top. But Sharon had a negative yards of play, which they got to the quarterback quite a bit in this game. And that's probably a huge difference in this loss for Kentucky. It was not enough for Rodriguez to bring them back in this game, which they fall 24-14 to South Carolina. Second time they got upset back-to-back weeks. Now, Arizona and Washington. which Washington lost again, 45-38. And prior to this game, they were ranked 21 in the nation. They got upset again back-to-back weeks, and they lost 45-38. It was a very close game, very good game. Did not see none of it. By the looks of it, it was a very good game, which the difference maker was obviously it happened in the second quarter. Through the year, we have Washington throw the air to 311 yards, one interception. On the ground, Davis, Tulapapa, and Penix Jr. each got a touchdown, but Davis carried the load with 3 touchdowns and 77 yards with an average of 8.6. But Penix Jr. got 3 carries, -6 yards, and a touchdown, which is very rare to see as a quarterback to get, but it was not enough for them to win. Well, you have Trenton Boudreaux, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception through the air. Galladay got 111 yards on the ground, 4.8 yards average, and a touchdown as well. They had a good running game. They had a good pass through the air, but they only have 182 yards. But they capitalized Washington mistakes, and Arizona Sun Devils was able to win this game 45-38, giving Washington the second loss of the year and their second upset, and back-to-back weeks. Now we're gonna go to another game that got upsetted. Now, many people didn't think this is an upset, but Georgia Tech and Duke. I consider it upset, even though both teams were neither on rank. But Duke was favored to win this game. But this game when it had overtime, 23-20. Very good game. I probably, Riley Leonard, 136 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Moore, 59 yards on the ground. Moore again, 30 yards. Terry Moore, 30 yards. Riley Leonard, the quarterback, 29 yards. And Jordan Waters, 24 yards. Not enough offense for Duke as they struggle to get any offense going until late. But it was not enough for Georgia Tech, which Jeff Sims through the air, 227 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, along with 95 yards on the ground rushing for 5.6 yards per carry on average, with Heisen Hall with 70 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and Dante Smith with 2 carries, 17 yards, and 8.5 yards per carry. They spread the ball even more, and they got some key turnovers as well, and some key tackles and sacks as they defeated Duke 23-20. That's when BYU and Notre Dame. 28-20 the final, with BYU prior to this game was ranked 16th in the nation. Notre Dame was unranked, but they suffered BYU their second loss, and it was too much for BYU to come back in this game. It was 28-20 the final, Notre Dame, with BYU, Jordan Hall with 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, have trouble gaining anything going through the air. And also, BYU has some trouble of gaining the ball going on the ground as well, with a top running back, Brown Jr., Christopher Brown Jr. with 14 carries, 86 yards, 6.1 an average, and a touchdown. And for Notre Dame, had a better through the air than BYU did. Drew Payne with 262 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns and interception. And Aldrich Husemeim with 14 carries, 96.7 yards, 6.9 yards on carry per average. Logan Diggs, 17 carries, 93 yards, 5.5. Christian Tyree, 11 carries, 42 yards, 3.8 per carry. And Drew Payne, 1 carry for 5 yards and 5 for the average. They also have through the air, Micah Meyer, 118 yards, 10.7, and 2 receiving touchdowns. And Jaden Thomas with a receiving touchdown as well, with 74 yards, 24.7 average. Well, too long to go with that as well. And they also pass to cover wideouts as well and running backs. And Dode was got even more wide open. I hope you enjoyed this video. So these are the upsets, and that happened during week 6 in college football. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces. Before we go this year, I'm not sure how many upsets in week 7 though, but I'm gonna make one bold prediction that Tennessee will upset Bama. The final score will be Tennessee 31, Alabama 20. I think Tennessee has a better football game. Bama, they too close literally to the games. That's why they've been dragging them down the rankings. I could see Bama be out of the top 4 by end of this week. So my prediction is Tennessee 31, Bama 20. And we'll see that happens. Or will we get any more upsets that will happen in week 7 in college football? Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Deuces. And I will see you in the next week for weeks of college football recap. Recap with teams that got upsetted or who outperformed their opponent. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.